Hi again! This is one of my favorite books for the first day of school. It's called School's First Day of School. And unfortunately this year we're not at school. We're all doing school on our computers. But I still love this book and I wanted to share it with you. So it's called School's First Day of School by Adam Rex. Look at where they are at school. Where do you think they are? I think they're on the playground because they're playing outside. Some people have jump ropes. This looks like foursquare and tetherball. That looks like so much fun. School's first day of school. That summer, they dug up the big field and poured the foundation and set brick on top of brick until they built a school. This school is called Frederick Douglass Elementary. The sign above the door read Frederick Douglass Elementary, and that's a good name for me, thought the school. Most days, a man named Janitor came to mop the school and buff his floors and wash his windows. "Ah, this is nice," the school said to Janitor. "Just the two of us." "Won't be just us for long," said Janitor. "Soon the teachers will come, and then you'll be filled with children." What is the janitor's job? What does he do? He cleans the building. Right here, he's washing the windows. The school creaked. Children? All kinds of children? They'll come to play games and learn. "Oh," said the school. "Will you be here?" "You'll see me after the school day is over," said Janitor. "Don't worry, you'll like the children." But the school thought the janitor was probably wrong about that. Then they came. The children did. And there were more of them than the school could have possibly imagined. Wow, how did those kids get to school? They rode the school bus. They got everywhere. They opened and closed all of his doors and lockers and drank water from his fountains and played on his jungle gym. So that's what that's for, thought the school. Some of the older kids gathered by the school's back fence and showed each other their bored faces. Ooh, look at their bored faces. Like that. "This place stinks," said one, and the school gasped. "I hate school," said another with puffy hair, to the agreement of his friends. The school sagged a little. How do you think that made the sad feel? Or how do you think that made the school feel? I think that made him feel sad. They said they don't like him. One very small girl with freckles didn't want to come inside the school. Her mother had to carry her. "I must be awful," the school whispered to himself. Later, he squirted the puffy hair kid in the face, but then he felt bad about it afterwards. He watched the kindergarten kid sit on one of his rugs. The teacher said, "As we go around the circle, please tell us your name." There was an Aiden, and a Max, and a Bella, and another Aiden, and an Emma, and a Kaden, and a Chloe. The small girl with freckles was next, but she wouldn't speak. She only stared at her shoes until the teacher moved on. "I don't like school," she whispered into her lap. Well, the school thought, maybe it doesn't like you either. The children were in their chairs, finally. But just as the school was starting to relax, his fire alarm sounded, and all the children exited and walked to the other side of the field and stared at him. He was so embarrassed. He held his doors open for them when they returned. "Sorry," he said as the first child entered. "Sorry, sorry, sorry," he told them all, even the girl with the freckles. Why did all of the boys and girls have to go outside? The fire alarm went off and they were having a fire drill so they could practice what to do. We do fire drills when we're at school too. At 12 o'clock, the school was filled with food. At 12:30, the school was filled with garbage. At one table, a boy told a funny joke, and another boy laughed so hard that milk came out of his nose. "Now I'm covered with nose milk," thought the school. He had to admit that it was a pretty funny joke, though. Even the girl with freckles liked it. After lunch, the kindergarten kids learned about shapes. "A rectangle has 4 sides," said the teacher. 1, 2, 3, 4. "And a square has 4 sides too." In fact, a square is actually a special kind of rectangle. "Wow," said the school. "I did not know that." Afterward, the children made pictures with glitter and paste. The girl with freckles made a picture of the school. "It looks just like me," thought the school, "except glittery. It's like she's known me all my life." "Do you think I could have your picture?" the teacher asked her. "Don't tell anyone, but I think it's the best." The school thought she was probably right about that. The freckled girl smiled when the teacher stuck her drawing onto the school wall with a pushpin. "Ouch," said the school, but he didn't mind, not really. What did the girl draw a picture of? She drew a picture of the school. At 3 o'clock, the parents came to pick up the children. At 3:30, janitor came to pick up the school. "I was full of kids," the school told him, "and I heard a joke and I accidentally had a fire drill, but everyone was nice about it, and I listened to a classroom and I learned about shapes." "You had a big day," said janitor. Do you think you could invite everyone to come back tomorrow? Especially that little freckled girl." Janitor nodded. "I'll see what I can do." Later, janitor sat on top of the school and they watched the sun go down. "In the beginning, I didn't know what I was," said the school. "I thought I was your house." "Nope," said janitor. I suppose some other places get to be your house," the school added. Janitor nodded. "That's true, but you get to be a school. That's lucky." And the school thought he was probably right about that. And look, now the school is so happy. He was kind of scared for all the kids to come to school, just like if it's your first day of school, you might be a little scared to come to school. But after the first day, he loved it. He loved having kids in his building. And he is happy and can't wait for them to come back tomorrow. The end.